Y'all know what the fuck it is, man. Big Traco in the building, man. All these fucking chains on.
Your shit sound kind of hollow, bro.
Nah, and you ask any rapper in the game, you got chains, that's what they sound like. I don't give a shit. Shit, touch it. That 80,000 right there. See
It's
them right
nice.
here?
No, I don't.
I'm about to run my little watch too. A little cheap ass watch at home. My nigga Young Traco the truth, bro. Y'all niggas haters.
I was not down with Soulja Boy on that.
Let's go, man.
Ready?
Tell them.
Let's kick this shit off, bro.
Soulja Boy,
I
tell
thought we
them.
already did, man.
We got Peppermint Patty.
Welcome to Planet Pert. Blah, 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 blah.
It's Welcome to Planet Pert. Oh, okay. Go ahead. Hit me with the action shot. Action. Corny, Hundy.
Yep.
Yeah, I left that in last week too, man. I left it in.
You say you want to see my undies?
You look like you left it in.
Y'all know what it is, man. Young Traco in the building, man. Y'all make some noise for Young Traco, man. Hip hop legend, icon, all that shit, bro. You know, I started y'all niggas' career.
Well, technically.
I started y'all niggas' career. Tell me I'm lying.
Yeah, you started that YouTube.
Tell me I'm lying, man. I started this YouTube shit, man. Y'all niggas wasn't podcasting. I was podcasting.
So was
I started
trolling?
this shit.
Was that trolling?
No, it was the truth.
It was the truth.
I can't take Soulja Boy serious.
Yeah, well,
you don't have to.
You know, yeah, facts are serious.
Facts
You
are
take
facts are
serious.
facts. You know,
But what did he start? What is he saying?
Like he was the
the whole
first
YouTube
artist
sensation.
first hip hop YouTube artist.
Yeah.
Like he used YouTube to. Nobody else did it before he did.
I thought Justin Bieber did that shit.
nah,
not a
man,
hip-hop
nobody
artist.
did it before Traco, man.
And no, Justin Bieber went on and got discovered from YouTube.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
What about the kid that opens toys and plays with them?
Nah, we not talking about
Like,
that.
okay,
Nah,
this
man.
is from
Nah.
YouTube first starting
Are you
till
talking
now,
about
though.
APR kids?
Man, nah, man, y'all sleeping on it. So what he started was, and you right on the money with it, but you missing the whole. I hated Soulja Boy. I thought Soulja Boy killed hip hop too, and he did. But that's not even to be discussed. We ain't even gonna go there tonight. Right now, I'm about to big him up tonight because I think he was 1,000% right about everything. He started the dance move. He started the whole YouTube with the dance move. Now you think about how many songs came out after that. Everybody had a song with the dance moves after that with the YouTube video and.
Did you have a song with a dance move?
That actually blew people up. No, I never did because I can't dance. I got the white gene when it comes to dancing, man. I can't boogie, man.
Nah, dude,
you know?
I can't boogie.
I can't boogie. That's why I fuck with white hoes. Cause when we dancing together, we in that bitch off beat. We having a great time, you
I'm
know.
white, can't dance.
Yeah, Pat can't. Pat is white. I've been out with Pat before, and yeah, he's white, man. We gonna make him dance on his bachelor party, man. Watch, he can't dance for shit, man.
It's gonna be fun.
It was bad. But we had fun though, and he, you know, I can't tell him I can't dance either, and I just get out there, do my same two. I got 2 to 3 moves that I can do real well. After that, it's over with. You know, when they start trying to do this electric slide and all that, I'm out. But back to Traco.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And so let's just let everybody know who he is. He is Soulja
Boy, man.
For you people.
Young Draco. But
don't know
tonight,
these
he
things.
Young Traco, man. I got my chains on. Y'all hear all them fucking diamonds dancing, man? Yeah, man. That's how we
There's
coming
no
in
diamonds.
right now. I got
So
my
what's
Gucci
that?
headband on.
It's
Y'all
not
niggas
Gucci.
know what it is,
So
man.
you say it's straight facts, but not trolling.
I think
This
that's
is
a
not,
shoulder
this is
pad
not the Kanye rollout.
Is that?
It's a belt, nigga, but it's a Gucci headband tonight, nigga. Y'all already know what it is, man.
Give your little boy his shoulder pad strap back. bro.
Nah, man. So here's that was fact one about the internet
Okay.
sensation, right?
Okay.
He hit it on the nail when he talked about the trolling, right? And
Yeah.
I had to think about that a little bit, man. Like these little young niggas on the internet talking a little rah. But 6ix9ine did steal the man shit. He took it a little too far and then got himself wrapped up into things he shouldn't have been wrapped up in. But looking back at that, remember when Soulja Boy was doing all that trolling and the feds kicked his door in
They did.
and came to come fuck with him too,
They did.
though. So that's why they don't be paying attention to the signs, though. But it
Which
happened.
means that he probably already is snitching.
Damn.
Nah, man,
possibly,
like, we gonna keep-
possibly so.
he went straight.
Possibly so.
Wait,
We'll
what
wait to
episode
see.
are we
We'll
on
wait to
now?
see what happens. They trying to get
This
him.
is only 3 minutes in.
So-
That tray already popped off.
So
I'm
that,
just saying, Traco came out the gate, man.
I know, but that was fact. So that's fact number 2. Okay, and then he started getting into his Drake bag,
Okay.
and he was just like,
Do you know any
what's
of the
happening
songs
then when he got
was
to that?
naming?
What that song Drake song?
I don't know. Like he was naming
His
a lot of
songs?
songs where a lot of them I was like, oh, you had that song?
Yeah,
I was like, oh,
I
you
remember
were
all
there?
the songs. Soulja Boy had a run because I thought he was gonna be a one-hit wonder too. And you know what song I really like was Speakers Going Hammer, Bammer, Bammer, Bammer. I actually liked that song when it came out, bro. It was actually a pretty good song. The Soulja Boy Tell Him. But no, the other songs, the song that he did with Drake, that one was a big song too.
Yeah.
I was talking about the cadence of Drake stealing his cadence. Because when he said
Drake has stolen everybody.
Yeah, I understand that, but what he was saying when nigga he was like when he was saying he's son a lot of these niggas, I'm like, well, if you steal a nigga shit, you kinda a nigga son. Fact or not. How is that a lie? Tell me that's a lie.
So
if you steal a nigga shit, I'm sonning these niggas, right? Because without me, I birthed you.
But I don't think
bro,
Drake
me go birth
he was an eye before you talk.
Drake
like God damn.
That's Traco. Y'all want to be quiet? Let me be quiet. Man. Let me calm down, man.
No. What I'm saying is,
too much floss on us.
Yeah,
right.
Man,
Look at
I got $1 million in jewelry on right now, man.
That's a weird flex.
weird.
Nigga, I got pink diamonds. I lost the titty. Had a titty on here. I lost the titty on my necklace.
He said his
man,
necklace is worth $1 million. Is a weird fact.
This right here, QC gave me this one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he just gave me.
He ain't know it was fake, huh?
Nah, man, I lost the titty, man. One night I was at the strip club.
He ain't know it was fake.
Man. You know what I'm saying? 100,000 right there, man.
So it was a gift, huh?
It was a gift, man.
Yeah,
like
so you didn't know it was fake.
So what do you think about the Birdman stuff, man?
What is Bert? What's going on?
Well,
He calls Birdman like his god daddy. Or
well,
I don't know.
Okay.
You remember when Rich Gang was picking up everybody at one time?
Right,
So that was fact number 3. That's what I'm telling you. Like whether you like it or not, the nigga started a lot of stuff is where I was going with that.
Yeah.
But the Birdman thing, you know, a lot of people have respect for Birdman because a lot of people were business smart and business savvy. Now, if you step into an office and not knowing anything, right?
Yeah.
And you get your ideas stole from up under you, that's your fault for not patenting it. Am I lying? If I went to Apple and said, hey, you know what, I got a new innovative thing. I want to
tell them about it instead of
without a disclosures,
paper,
non-compete, all that, right?
Yeah.
You know, that's the reason why you could, like, Androids couldn't have a button on the Android when the iPhone first came out. So Android, you had to tap the screen and the buttons were on the screen. A lot of people thought that was innovative, but no, Apple actually patented a lot of that stuff to what. That's the reason why they didn't have the buttons. It wasn't because Android was innovative. They had to think of other ways to compete.
I think
because Apple patented some of those designs. So
you can only have like
you have to be smart.
32% of the same.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't have over 32% of the same. Yeah, so you gotta
change your shit. Everything is patented.
No, you gotta change the machine, bro.
Yes. Everything was patented.
Because like
you can't copy.
Just quick reality, technical drop.
Go ahead.
That only happened just because they survived the console wars of putting out bad Macintoshes and things that were really overpriced, and Compaq was over coming through with the cheap models, and IBM was killing them, and because they had Windows, and it was a lot of it to where they had learned that once they got on top and they were cool again, they were never letting it go. And to where, if you want like a curved screen or something like that, you have to change your whole machines to what they want.
Yeah. But
to mimic them.
But back to our point, if you don't, you're 100% right about that. But if you don't know that going into an office like that, dealing with a savage like that, you're gonna get fucked over.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not even mad Birdman for doing none of the shit he did. Some hard shit. He did what he did.
So okay, wait. What happened? Well, like, cause I didn't get to watch the whole thing. So like,
no, he was just talking. They were just
what he talked about. Yeah,
he didn't go too deep into anything with it. He was just the way he was talking about Birdman, like, because he didn't really go into detail as far as
he said that Birdman paid
his business. Yes, as far as his business,
Birdman only paying him
because he went in again. You got to remember.
Paid him for what he was signed to him?
Y'all remember everybody cast. But they picked up Busta Rhymes. They picked up a lot of people, bro. And he does produce. He does make music behind the scenes. And I saw people.
Is Soulja Boy the new
I saw people clowning him this morning. Before I even watched the interview, I saw people clowning him this morning, and they were like, "Well, he hadn't had any songs." And matter of fact, it wasn't even. It was the other day. It was the other day. I was just. Matter of fact, it was after. I watched the rant. when he was yelling in the camera talking about when he did a Soulja Boy challenge too. I watched that rant and then I went and looked and they're like, oh well, you know, he making money producing, he not making money doing that. And I thought I was like, damn, Soulja Boy producing, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess so. And then he clarified that today. That's why I say the man, besides the $400 million deal he talked about he had that time when it was only like $3 million. You know what I'm saying? And I like the way they tried Charlamagne tried to throw him under the bus on that, but he kept it G. He was like, man, millions and millions, nigga.
But like you said, when the IRS called, that wasn't 400. Nah. That was really about 3.
But it was millions and millions, though. You feel me? And it was $2 million. Niggas millions.
Any million is more than what I have, so therefore there's no argument coming from me.
I mean, like I said, whether we like the guy, whether we hate the guy, man, like he spoke straight facts when it came down to that. It's actually really entertaining interview, man. And on the entertainment factor, I started following Soulja Boy maybe 2.5, 3 years ago. He was spazzing out on the internet the first time with the Chris Brown, Fuck the Migos, and all that other stuff. Like I started watching him then, and he just entertaining, bro. Like he always got some entertaining shit going on. What?
Are there videos on the Instagram?
Yeah, that's why I follow him at.
So are we supposed to be making videos on the Instagram?
Yeah, I always put clips. I put on the.
I don't know how to use.
Oh, you need to get it.
No, man, they banned me, and so
that shit was crazy though.
Just the fact that it was somebody in the Ukraine who sent me an email in Ukrainian. And to say, hey, now you're verified.
Yeah, excuse my change.
Like, yo, man, send it to me in English. Put it in Google Translate.
My change, man. Yo,
but I can't deal with it. No, man. So it's like I don't even want to use the Instagram because I think that we're trying to help the law.
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure why you got banned. You usually get banned either when you get spammed, your account gets hacked,
Instagram is on,
or something devious is going on with your account. So y'all know. I like Instagram.
I don't know, man.
I actually probably spend more of my time on Instagram than I do.
I've seen the videos.
Than I do on.
No, I've seen your videos.
You get banned.
Yeah, I get banned from Facebook
a lot.
I probably get banned tonight. I went on a rant tonight, man. So let me tell you about my fucking night.
Boom, 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 boom.
Let me tell you about my night. It ain't. So man, I go to the gym, bro. Coming home and shit. Went to Popeyes because my wife. That's why it took a little long too. Because my wife was not. She was doing something, some work shit. So she wasn't cooking shit like that. So I was texting her. I get to the crib. You know, I reverse the whip. It's dark out there. I reverse the whip in, and I'm just like, you know how you feel something, but so I kind of went super slow and I parked, but I thought I saw a being. So I'm like a dog, a cat, something. So I don't be trying to kill people, cats or dogs. So I end up reversing in. When I hop out the whip, I see this little kid, man, like just outside, got a mask on and shit. First it fucked me up a little bit because he, you know, spooked me because I was like, what the fuck? Nigga, he had like some little foreign alien.
It was about to become something.
Yeah, I'm about to punt the little nigga.
Is this your place?
Yeah, it just happened tonight, man. Like when I got home and I wanted to talk about this because this shit ended up being like really, really serious because he runs by me now. So I'm waiting for his parents to hit the corner. I just kind of stood in the parking lot, but then I didn't want to go and grab him because I didn't want to be like some creepy ass man and somebody came out and I just got your kid. So it's fucked up that we're in a place like that, right? Because back in the day, I would have just, hey, who kid is this? And, you know, I was about to call the cops, nigga, because I was.
But that's
like,
when you knew your neighbors too, though.
Yes, that's true too.
You
so
know,
I had no clue. Never seen this little kid a day in my life. If I did, I don't know where the fuck he lived. Plus, he got a mask on. So he think I'm playing with him. I'm like, hey, little man, come here. Where you going, bro? Where you supposed to be? He jets out. Pew! Tucks off behind the car. So I walk over there. He stick his head out laughing at me, took the mask off, and started playing with me back and forth, like while I'm talking to him. But mind you, I never got it from here to the door. I never got, but I just wanted to make sure he didn't run and jump. His car's still rolling through the lot. I was just trying to.
How old is this kid?
Man, had to be like 2 or 3.
Oh, man, I think you were thinking 10.
Oh, nigga, this was a, bruh. So I'm fucked up right now, because I'm like, at the time, I'm just like, who the hell? Somebody got to realize he missing. So I'm like, damn, man, I'm like, damn, do I walk back to the house? I was like, nah, because if this little nigga dies some shit out here, I'm going to be feeling away. Like, I could have did something, you know, to help make sure he got home.
Yeah.
So as I'm picking up my phone, I waited 7 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's a lifetime when you're 2, 3-year-old kid. But I want to say he's 3 and up, but he couldn't talk because when I was trying to talk to him, he was just like,
He didn't know what to say.
So I was like, damn, he's autistic. Is he? So now I'm really fucked up because I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just right then, because I was like, hey, little man, you know where you live at? And he just looked at me like he ain't know what the hell I was saying. And by that age, you should have some sort of communication. By 2, my kids were speaking and having some sort of communication going on. But it's like he didn't have any of that going on, bro. And I was like, damn, is he, you know, is he challenged? So
was he good?
dog,
What happened?
As I picked the phone up, I see this little young teenager come running. And I say, man, I was like, you lost something? And he go to the side of his car and stuff like that. And he's just like, man, get in here. Da. I'm like, bro, I had to have a chat with him because I was like, hey, this not cool right here, man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I stood out here with him just to make sure nothing happened to him.
Yeah, but nobody else would have done that.
I almost ran him over.
Exactly.
You know?
Shouldn't be around.
And I would have been fucked up. You know, fucked up.
Yeah.
Bro. That's
not allowed.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that shit would have fucked me up for the rest of my life. I would have been fucked up behind that, bro. Like, seriously, man. So
cool.
I had a little chat with him. I'm like, man, lock the top lock, you know, and I ain't yell at him or nothing. It was real calm, but I was like, hey, you know, make sure you lock the top lock.
Could have went so many different ways.
So apparently what happened, he ran out the house.
And he in the back room bullshit.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And didn't even realize the little nigga was missing.
At the house.
No, but I actually think, because he said, no, I went out to walk my dog. So I think he went out to walk the dog,
and
little man came looking for him thinking he went to the car. Because he said, luckily he went to my car. And I was like, well, yeah, I saw him and I wasn't going to let him go past this area either way it go. He was just like, thank you, man, thank you, you know. And I mean, when he came out, I knew he was looking for him because it's like that. I lost my son before, bro. Like, no cap. I lost my son.
It took you back to
I
that
lost my
place.
son. My mother lost my son, but I say I lost him because it's my son. You feel me? Like, I had my other boys. We all went to the monster truck show. I lost my son in the middle of Reliant with 50,000 people.
Yeah, I've been to one of the monster truck shows. It's packed.
I go to sit down. They like, I had my other son who's ADHD. I had his hand because his mother was like, do not let him. And so I had to kind of watch him. And Kobe ran out and he was chilling with my mama and my sister. And somehow during the melee of going upstairs, he looked this way, looked that way, went the wrong way. Luckily, he was a smart enough boy to where he alerted staff. He had a red shirt on. I'm turning little white kids around. I'm running down the shit like everybody. I'm turning everybody with a red shirt around. Like in the movies, when you see somebody and they like, nope, wrong kid. You see somebody, everybody looks like a kid when your kid's missing, bro.
Yes.
Everybody looks like your kid when your kid's missing. Like you talk about heart pounding, like that was like that shit fucked me up, right? Seriously. So like now anywhere we go, when we go places like that, he grabbed my hand and that's the way we move because that was a very tough lesson learned. And that wasn't even on me. But his mama not gonna think like that. She was like, "Well, that's even though my mother then was and it happened. It was just it was nothing we could have things we could have prevented now knowing. So now anytime we went anywhere after that, we all hold hands. We kind of do like a little chain and you know
that's a lesson learned right there.
Yeah, bro. So when I saw him ghost white come around that corner. It was that same little jog I had, like
it just took you back to that place.
Like, dog,
that's when you had to take that moment and let them know.
Yeah, that was another reason why it took a little minute too, man, because I had to kind of waste some more time waiting for that to make sure that little kid was all right, man. But yeah, very, very scary stuff, dude. Like, please, if anybody listen and you're leaving your kids at home, like, teach them about the safety of that, man, because I could have been the boogeyman. Man, you know? Yeah. I always tell the kids the butt rape wrangler out there. You know what I'm saying?
You could have not been paying attention or backing up and hit him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And just kidnap the hell out of them, man. It's little kids like Biggie said, and fuck you in the ass, throw you over the bridge. You feel me? Real talk. Just like that. That raw. You know? Like, niggas need to keep an eye on their kids, bro. That shit just threw me for a twist, man. And like I say, man, I just pray that, you know, I'm glad I was there at that time, and I just pray that, you know, little man learn his lesson as far as take him with you when you go walk the dog. If you go walk around the apartments, take him with you. I know it's a headache. I know it's an extra. It's almost like having two dogs out there because you got to watch both of them. But you rather have that than come home and either A, he lock his ass in the house and then hurt himself, or B, come out of the house. You know,
many scenarios.
Yeah, I mean, I have stories with that too. My kid locked me out of the house, and I literally had to lift. That was my youngest son, no, my oldest son. I had to lift the sliding door off of the. Like me and my homie, we end up just finagling that motherfucker because he couldn't figure out how to unlock it. They'll unlock the bottom one, lock the top one, unlock the top one. Like they could never figure it out, bro. Like, and he was smart enough too, but he just couldn't get it. And he was probably like 3. We just telling a friend by on the front porch. He closed the door and locked it. You know, so it's like those small little things that do happen. I know accidents happen. And I'm definitely far from a perfect parent. So, you know, that shit was mad wild though, man. But no, look, it was Traco was there to say today, man. I had 2 AKs. I came out gunning.
Bow, bow, bow.
Bow. Shot him in the back. Boom. Hit him in the booty. Y'all know what it is, man. Planet Pert Podcast, man.
So do you think that Birdman took care of that?
Oh, took care of what?
I don't understand how he's the only person who got paid in Rich Gang.
He not the only person that got paid, bro. A lot of people got paid. That's why y'all niggas, y'all think everybody didn't get paid, bro. Everybody got paid, but it's people that
I know that Rick Ross said that a lot of people didn't get paid.
Yeah, that's people that went in there not knowing their business.
So is it kind of
Julie
like
got paid the second time around, but he went back because he got paid that second time around. So yeah, man. Nah, it had nothing to do with that. If you don't know your business, then you're gonna get screwed. Mac 10 got paid when he came there. Mac 10 had got like fucking 8 figures when he came to Cash Money, bro. Something crazy. He got like $10 million, and he did like 1 album there. That was that dude. Remember that Do the Damn Thing? That was the single. The Do the Damn Thing. Do the Damn Thing. Some shit.
And
but that's when they switched to being Bloods, because Mac 10 was on the red side. That's when that was
affiliated.
Exactly. That's when Cash Money went from blue to red.
I didn't even know fucking Mac 10.
Think about it. Think about it. Mac 10. You remember Mac 10?
I remember Mac 10, but I never knew he went.
Yeah, he had a single called. He had a single called "Do the Damn Thing."
I remember when he was with you, but West Side Connection.
It
did okay.
Snoop.
Probably
Snoop was No Limit.
Snoop
It was
was
right
No
around the time
Limit.
Snoop went to No Limit.
I thought Cash Money came out after No Limit started kind of like.
Cash Money was out way before No Limit, and because you want to know what song? Drag him from the river, dump his body.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah,
it was still underground.
Yeah, little boy. That's Cash Money.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's
Don't
who was
forget
that?
about the U and the Cash Money.
UNLV.
UNLV. But he died though.
Yeah.
And then Mystical said, "Did I do it? Fucking right, I did it. All right, fucking right. You fucking right, I did it." And I mean, hey man, that's just what I heard. I can't confirm it, but that's what Mystical said, because Beware was about him. That's who he's talking about, Mystical on that song. Mystical, use a hoe, Mystical, use a hoe. I'm from the 3 and I don't give a fuck. Saw that, and I hope he does come home, because I really feel like Mystical was getting sabotaged this time around.
3 million though.
Yeah, 3 million. But
lawyers are expensive.
Well, the bond is 3 million, so that's $300K down on the 10%.
So how much do you think he's getting? Wait.
For the record deal?
Not said the whole. We haven't said it yet.
What, the intro?
Yeah.
Oh man, you already know what it is, man. We're 22 minutes in, and you can bet this is the Planet Pert Podcast episode number 12. So welcome to Planet Pert, where you can get in free, but you gotta be a G, like a Newport Short, Louisiana Parish Jail. I ain't got no filter. You like that how fat? You see how we put my radio voice on it too?
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
White man voice.
No. Oh yeah, that is.
So that's $300K down, right?
So it's $300K down.
All right, listen, young kids, bring out your calculators. It's on your phone.
Yeah, 10% of 3 million. If that's all you do, it would anytime you want to get to 10%, you slide the decimal over to the left one time, and that's 10%. So if it's 20% off, slide it over once times 2.
All right. So how much do you think he really has to sell?
It doesn't matter. To get $300,000 back, Mystical fans is gonna get. Mystical has to sell 30,000 records.
Just 300.
Well, you're gonna give him 3 albums.
Ooh.
It's for 3 albums. If you think about that, it shouldn't be for just the 300K. Yeah, it should be.
Albums? Like 7 songs.
Nah, man, this is old Mystical old school. And I've been waiting on the Mystical album to come out since he came home from jail. Mystical old school. It's gonna be.
I want to.
It's gonna be a full album. I've been waiting on it. I don't understand. If P was smart, when P was trying to rejuvenate No Limit, he should have put Mystical back on. Like this whole rape charge now is just felonious, bro. Because they're saying kidnapping, rape, and all this other shit. What I'm gonna suspect happened here was they was at a party. Yeah, that shit too close to the TV. They was at a party, right? So what ended up happening? This little chick that was there with them, her boyfriend was at this party too, and she ended up kind of getting. She didn't want to be fucking with her boyfriend, so she ended up dodging him enough to where he ended up going home. When he went home, Miss could take her back in the room. They on ecstasy pills. He ended up fucking the hoe. Then one of his homies came in there and fucked the hoe too. Now, our young lady. Let me stop saying hoe. But, whatever. Fuck her. Fuck the hoe. No filter. Allegedly, right? But then her boyfriend comes back, and now she got caught with the eagle wide open. Now she want to screen rape. So it's a touchy situation, and I hate to like victim blame and do this and do that. But at the end of the day, I don't know how that played out. Now if that played out to him being like, "Hey man, let my boy fuck too," and you agreed, fine. Now if he slipped in the room, because niggas used to do this back in the day. We grew up in a rape culture. Charlamagne was right about that. I never would do that, but niggas used to fuck hoes, and then another nigga slip in the room and be like, "Hey," she like, "Oh no," you're like, "Man, let me just fuck," and no rape, but I would say peer pressured them into fucking them. I can't say that's right, but then again, it's like nobody raped you either, because you could have said no, and my niggas wasn't, they wasn't finna rape you. You feel me?
The whole
niggas would have walked away from that.
Culture, the whole male-female dynamic in hip hop culture is so fucked. It's so fucked, dude.
You think?
It's not R. Kelly. Like Big Pun used to beat his woman, man. Like to the point to where his son now raps about that shit. Like, because it was just so prevalent to him. I mean, it's like when you look at like, all right, so we want PMIPs. Well, that means that those are prostitutes out there. So that means that we taking them out there, even though Father Tupac told us, all the dangers of these things and all this, and how we gotta love the black women and all that stuff. But at the same time, man, we were taught to be pimps, dude.
Yeah, but
we were taught to get the numbers up. It was all hip hop culture, and then now, because now we want to cancel R. Kelly, now we want to who is doing nothing more than what Little Richard did and all the other ones before him, and they all got a dirty train, because once you get that much money and access, you do exactly what you want, and sometimes that's not good.
I don't really think, I can't blame music for anything in my life, bro, except for sometimes making me feel good or feel better. You know what I mean? Like, when it was time to ride, we put on ride music. When it was time to cry, we put on cry music. When people die, we put on RP music. Yeah. It's mood music for me. So for me to ever try to sit up here and be like, hip hop made me go rob a person, or hip hop made me sell drugs, hip hop made me I've never treated women, I treat women the way that they're presenting themselves. So if you present yourself like a lady, then you get treated like a lady. If you're presenting yourself like a whore, then that's probably the most respect you're going to get from me. Not saying I'm going to go touchy, grabby, trying to fuck you, because that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying, like, if you nasty McGrath, you fucking everybody in the hood, don't expect me to be your best friend. That's all I'm telling you. That's what I mean. But
music is a lot of the strip club culture, right? Because that's how you break a song.
My mother taught me, I was listening to Too Short in 87. But I was listening to NWA in 87 when all this hip hop first came out. Favorite word? Yeah. And I was listening to that shit back then. And my mother let me listen to that because I was responsible enough to listen to that and not try to emulate, or fucking copy the shit at all in any way, bro. It never came back into the household. Now, when with your friends, we walking down the street, we may be singing and then we can get live together, because all little kids curse that just don't cuss around their parents. And that's facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what nobody say, especially nowadays. That's almost 90% of them do. There's still a little 10% that don't, but 90% of them foul mouth, potty mouth motherfuckers like we was when we was little too. We had enough respect not to cuss in front of our parents. But my mother allowed me to listen to that stuff. But that's not what made me choose street life and get into street life. It was just fun. I hate to tell you that. Like, it was exciting. It was fun. Life was boring life was boring as hell back in the 90s for the most part. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have Netflix. So you borrowed a couple of DVDs, you smoke some weed, you drink some 40s with the homies, you go to the park, your shit died down, you go to the park, you go get some motherfucking weed, and you do the same thing over and over again. And it was a party every day. So we were more social. That's why I think we could sit in a room as, four people who grew up with each other, but not really all the way, and still have conversation and dialogue. Is because of that.
What is the new corner?
We were social. What do you mean? The new corner?
What is the new corner?
The new corner is
the new Rocket Park.
what Warren was talking about last night. There's an app called House Party. But go ahead, Pat.
No, I was just saying, like, the new corners, they go home and
keep
on Facebook groups.
Yeah. And also, there's an app where it's like you just scroll through and you pick next. It's like a webcam thing. You sit
where everybody's chilling.
Yeah, you just next, and you find someone to talk to. And,
no, that's some chat roulette.
Yeah, it's like exactly what it is.
No, man.
I think that's the name of it.
Can't do it.
Something web roulette or something roulette or something.
I'm already like
what Warren was talking about last night when he posted, he was like, his who was his nephew or somebody was in this chat room. He's like, it's basically like
the chat room from back in the day.
Yeah, the chat room when you call the chat room and
just talk to random people,
talk to a bunch of fat hoes. Because 9 times out of 10, we pulled up. I had a car then, so young nigga with a car. We pulled up.
He said pull up.
We like,
he actually
what
went
kind of car you in? We like, we in a Honda. We in my big ass Cadillac. We like, okay, you outside? She you know, got the Traco phone. See her big bone ass outside. Shout out to the fat bitches though, man. You know, daddy love you, but just can't fuck with you. So nigga skirt. Burning off on there.
I love them.
D love them. Hey man, that's everybody. My uncle only fuck with fat women. You know what I'm saying? That's just not my preference. So, hey, I love y'all too. Y'all make good ass chicken. You feel me?
He doesn't know what he's missing.
Anyway, so that was what we're going through then. So now there's a new one where it's like the chat room, but everybody's just on the phone now with the webcam.
See, and I think that's just opening up yourself to be able, like, how long?
Yeah, Pat, if you're not gonna have kids,
but the thing
it's gonna get weird, bro.
But how long until it comes out to where they didn't turn off the camera? Or somebody was
everything's not about soaking in the moment and appreciating the moment anymore. And one thing with me, man, like I've been really, really big on lately is to put the camera down. Yeah. So I don't record a lot of I see a lot of dope stuff. I do a lot of dope stuff. But I just try to keep the camera down. Even when I went to the Saints game, I have like a bunch of video that I personally filmed. But I only posted that one clip that was hidden into that video when I came back to Facebook. I have a bunch of stuff, but I was like, I save it to my hard drive. It's my own personal memory. I go through and I look at them. I don't post. My phone's full, I export about 2,000 pictures, 3,000 pictures. But I only post, maybe 30 of those on the internet.
That's true.
Just because a lot of them was just personal to me and I capture them for myself. Everybody doesn't need to see everything that I do anymore. I used to be like that. I post everything every hour on the hour. But now it's like I learned like to just appreciate the moment itself. And sometimes at concerts, I'm like, I don't want to take a fucking video. I want to sit here and dance. Bad. I'm about to go crazy and hit this dance floor and have a great time.
Like if you're out, I think that's
this shit bothers the fuck out of me when I'm at the club and I'm trying to fucking, I'm on Bourbon Street trying to dance. Now, one thing, I'm walking down Bourbon, I do my little shit talking video, put it on Instagram, like, yeah, nigga, you already know, big Traco, nigga, boom, 30,000 on my neck, and flex, right?
Well, no, I don't know.
You know, D. But it's another thing when I'm in the club and, it's full and I'm just trying to get a drink and I'll be watching my back too, though. So, you know what I mean? Like everywhere I move, because I don't know what's going to happen in this shit. If this nigga right here about to fight, and I'm just paying attention to everything that's going on. I don't have time to be recording this. Like, oh, it's so lit in here. And then put the phone down and ain't doing nothing. Yeah. Like, now I'm about to hit the dance floor. I'm about to dance. I'm about to cut up. No,
I understand
the women start sitting down. Every time I'm Mardi Gras, I sneak off and disappear. And I'll be in the middle of the dance floor, one deep, dance with people I don't know. Like, just having a great time because I'm like, man, I ain't come here to sit around in a circle and talk to y'all while everybody on Instagram and Facebook and
the older I get and the more, as they say, refine. I understand why.
Get lost in the sauce, baby.
I wonder why. I understand why people have dinner parties now.
Dinner parties are cool too, though. Because I enjoy
just
those
because
too.
I gotta be able to have that tight rein on it. I guess.
Well, I mean, but
I miss like an old fashioned. I don't know who's showing up, and then like it just becomes a moment. Like that was the thing, is that there used to be like more moments where it was like, man, you just had to be there.
Yes. Secluded moments. Like shared amongst friends, like and the story sometimes is way better. Like my little brother tells the best stories about no matter what, he just makes them funny. He's just a great story. I always told him he should have been a comedian because he's already fucking 5 feet nothing, and he's just naturally funny by just telling a simple story that me and you may tell, and you get a couple laughs. But when he tell it, it's just the delivery is important in comedy and in conversation as well.
Just come up with a story that's 35 minutes and send it over to Always Press Record.
Yeah, like he's mad funny. He just like, but to me, I think those moments are better when it's not on video and you have to explain the story and tell the story. And get into it, especially with black people. You know how we tell stories,
we
bro.
Tell stories great.
Be like, hey, and then a nigga can't hold it, bro. I came running around the corner, and then I ducked off. Like, we put the whole...
Why the story always gotta be hood, though, bro? Like, running around the corner, why I gotta be like that? Like, why couldn't it be a positive story?
Well, you know how it be, nigga. Shit, we still black. Like, you know, but...
Stereotypical.
Yeah, whatever. Stereotypes are true to a certain degree, man, and we won't even argue with that, man. Like, that's just facts. But yeah, man, like I said, it's about capturing the moment and enjoying the moment, man.
Speaking of the stereotypes, we're gonna talk about how stereotypes just kind of got us again with the whole kid thing and the pickup truck and whatnot.
Yeah. I mean, like my thing with that is I wanted to pick up from last week about that. Is the thing with Jasmine, like, and I don't want to keep dragging that even through the mud, but I did want to talk about that to the point of we have to keep the same energy whether we thought it was a white guy that did it or a black person that did it. Like the way the donations came in, the way the neighborhood stuck together, like that's the energy that I feel like we need to keep all the time. It shouldn't even matter if it was a white guy in a red pickup truck. It should just matter that a little girl died and we need to find out who the hell did this. You see what I'm saying? Like, and I personally feel like if it was the two black dudes off the rip, it would have been sad, but it wouldn't have got as much publicity as it got.
A 2-day news story.
Yeah, 2-day news story, and it was over with. Because I have one of my best friends that when I first moved to Texas disappeared, and I tell y'all that all the time. Never found his body. I never saw his face again. I saw him on the news at 6:30 in the morning while I was late night coming home, getting ready to go to sleep. Looked at the 6 o'clock news, the noon news. I tried to find him on the internet. That story came on one time, bro. One time. Never saw my friend's face again on that TV. Never saw his face again in real life.
Well, that's the thing about the thing about news, right?
I mean,
like I was watching the Netflix show where they were doing the whole where they go over and they
60s,
do
70s. What?
No, where they were going over to do the camera footage for all the accidents and things on the highway and basically everywhere around LA, they basically would have the cameraman go on over there and sell the footage, right? Because that's like a big business out there in LA, is to sell footage to the news stations.
I've seen that show.
Right?
What are you talking like?
I don't know
What's the name of it?
It was I don't know what it was.
I watched it a couple years ago. It's a reality show.
Yeah, it was like a reality show. Okay. It dropped
Night Watch.
Nightcrawlers. Yeah, there was a movie about it too.
Yeah, I remember the movie.
Yeah, they're called Nightcrawlers.
Well, it's kind of interesting because that was like the first time I realized that was like a profession. That was like a hustle, right? It's amazing to me how many different ways people actively make money. Like, actively make money. There's so many, considering how... I didn't want to get into it, but the government furlough thing, right? When they sent out all that stuff, they were giving them suggestions on how to replace the income, right? And so, like, one of the ways that they were talking about was being a handyman, do these type of odd-end jobs and stuff like that. And I was just like, man, I mean, that's a lot of hustles. But, yeah, there are a lot of different ways for you to make money. Not a lot, but money, right?
That whole...
Because back in the day, they were over saying, and the only reason why I brought it up is because they were over saying that hip hop music taught us how to sell drugs, and because we knew how to sell drugs, because they were basically telling us, that's the reason why in certain neighborhoods or in certain hoods, those are the only ways to make it $1, right? Because there aren't businesses that are gonna hire you. There aren't grocery stores. Sometimes you're in a food desert. Like people who live out in Pasadena, that's considered a food desert by district. Okay. And the reason why you go, and it's because you can't walk to some place to go get food if needed. You can't go to a grocery store.
Okay.
Like that's what that means, right?
I got
So
you.
like over in Detroit, they've gotten to the point where like they have farms just to have food on hand, and it's like, are you kidding me? That's
Right.
possible.
Mm-hmm.
That's possible now, and so it's like it is now where it's what's available to you. So in the hood, there was the availability. Unfortunately, was like the components that you need.
Right.
Right, and
Yeah.
so like in now for college kids, like you can do Lyft, you can do Uber, you can do all the different apps now, but that wasn't there back in the day,
No.
right? Like
But
so
there were jobs at college specifically for college students though, and a lot of places, especially in the summertime, a lot of places cater to that. You know.
yeah, but not enough to take care of a family, which is what most people are trying to earn. Like you're always earning for somebody
Oh
else.
yeah. I mean, I think it's jacked up what's happening right now with the whole furlough thing and the government and the whole shutdown and people not getting paid. Like I think that shit is bananas right now. And
Yo,
and
Trump, man, if you're gonna pay for everything, give me some hot fries. That's all I care.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Make sure the fries is hot. And the Big Macs is hot too.
And then give me some shakes. Don't
bring the whole.
bullshit.
Why don't you, man? You could have them fucking cook McDonald's in that thing, man. You know what's crazy is,
Man, that
and I saw
would've been
that
wild.
meme. I think you posted. He's like, you pay a hooker what $140,000 to shut the fuck up, but you can't even fucking cater a meal for the championship team. See, this is why that man be losing my respect. And
But that's
then
just kinda
these
crazy.
people out here that's not getting paid, bro. Like, you know, if I was TSA. I hate to say this, but I wouldn't give a fuck what came through
Why
that
couldn't
X-ray.
they use
And
it
I
on
saw
catering service?
article kind of being like, hey, TSA kind of don't give a fuck right now. So on that scanner machine, I wouldn't even be paying attention. Oh, you got weed in that shit? Come on, man. Come on through.
No,
How many?
a lot of stuff's going on.
You trying to get some more through right now? Shit, plug me in and I'll let you through. Oh, you got some more people you know? Like I
There's
would.
a suitcase?
Now you finna fuck with the hustle in me. Like this is why I don't work there, because now you're gonna mess with the hustle in me to me being like, okay, man, shit. I come to the hood like, hey, dog, y'all got some weed? Y'all want to slip through that bitch? Let
See,
me
that's
know.
why
I'll bring it through for you.
That's why I always said
Back to no fact. Back to no fact.
No,
This,
That's
this
absolutely
really
what's
has
happening.
nothing to do with national security, bro.
Facts.
Because you wouldn't have said
Facts.
you would have known that I'm cutting off the paychecks of those who are actually hired to protect
Facts,
us
bro.
on
Facts.
the front line.
Facts, man.
And you're telling us that you're doing this for our safety by letting
man.
those people that protect us
Yeah.
not get paid.
Yeah.
For our own good.
Makes no sense.
I don't
Make
know
no
about
sense.
that one,
Let's
No sense,
make
man.
it easier to let crime in, that you say. You to let drugs in, that you say. By not paying the people that are paid to actually protect those borders, or security clearances and things
it's
like
his
that.
ego. That's all he cares about.
Of course.
Yeah, he's
I mean, and then
he's
think about it though. It's
definitely
like
stroking
he has to, and I somewhat understand, because if you made a name for yourself by bullying your way into business deals, you have to get this wall. Because even if presidency was over tomorrow, there's no more business for him.
Mm-hmm.
There's no one that's going to be able to say, hey, you know what, I'm finna make this deal with Trump because his
Right.
name still holds weight.
Right.
Well, not really. Once you get humiliated in front of the world by not getting your wall. So
Right.
this wall has way more impact than just national security for him. I think it's a way more personal. And
The wall ain't gonna do
I'm pretty
shit
sure he's
anyways.
already, like you said, he said he's already contracted so many miles of wall, and they start building it. And there's a lot of people probably waiting on that $5 billion to come through.
True.
And I guarantee you, a lot of that $5 billion is going to go somewhere where he's invested in, or he has a part of something.
He's stroking the ego for the fan base. He wants the other 4 years to increase his own wealth. Like it's not even conspiracy. This shit is written right out in front of us with everything and every move that the man is doing. So everybody's 100% right. You're right. You're right. Like it's all of that stuff, dude. It's the ego. It's I have to go back to my fan base. I have to try to re-energize them. So even if I say it's a 2-month shutdown of the government and we still don't come to a resolution, I'm like, all right, we got to get something done because we got to get this done. And what he doesn't realize is nothing gets done. And then it's like when budgets and everything else, that the important stuff that needs to be done has to be done, you're going to have to fold at one point. You have to fold, open the shit back up. Obama had to do that shit when they sat down, when he shut it down. So it's not just...
Right now we have a hard deadline, though.
I know.
No, it's the State of the Union address because now they're pushing that. Well, we can't fund that now.
Yeah.
And so you're not going to do the pageant this year?
Yeah.
Where everybody gets to stand up and sit down where they want and clap for the people that they bust in?
Right. Yeah. Hey, I really don't give a fuck either way it goes because I don't work for none of them.
I do, man.
I care for the people. I don't care if you can do the State of the Union. What I'm saying.
I got it.
I care for the people
that are affected by this.
Because dude,
you got families. You got people
crime
that need
goes
right
up.
now.
I got you.
Crime goes up.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get desperate.
It's the ripple.
You're gonna get desperate.
We're not talking.
You're gonna like you said, like you're going to. And then there's like what 10,000 people who they ordered to go to, and I understand like there's certain things that we need regardless of what the government. So I get it, but you said, that same guy that's sitting there on the border. Right, he's sitting there. Cartel walk up, say, "Hey man,
everybody here
y'all ain't even getting paid."
Everybody here
you know,
here pay rent though, right?
And then they were talking about the prisoners are trolling the prison guards because they're not getting paid.
Oh yeah, fuck them. Yeah,
it's not being able to pay for daycare. It's not being able to put gas
that means
in the car.
You might get your ass whooped in jail.
Right?
Get around because he already a big man.
Because that's the thing. If you needed your car every single day and you can't afford to put gas in that car, then guess what? I'm not showing up.
Right.
That's one less person, right? So it's the ripple effects that I'm pissed off about. Like, I understand how you want to do it, right? I understand marketing. I understand the optics of it. I understand everything that everybody's saying, but it's like, man, we're about to find out in a couple of months what it's. Man, these people, 25 days?
Yeah.
25, that's almost a month.
It's only,
you haven't paid me in a month? That happened to me.
Well, the first paycheck missed was Friday.
Yeah, it's only been
the government's been shut down, but the last pay,
the last check, they got their last check.
Works.
Oh yeah.
That's why I was going with mine. Like we all pay rent in here, right? If you go to your apartments right now, you go to your lease or your mortgage company and say, well, the government shut down right now. I don't have the money to. They not finna feel sorry for you.
We'll hold your spot.
Yeah.
Not really.
Hold your spot for 2 weeks.
They're gonna pay you furlough. They're gonna pay the back pay for the furlough. Okay, yeah, we'll hold you down.
We trust them,
but you can't come up. You can't show up. You gotta we'll hold your place,
dog. Now
when you start able to pay.
I'll keep it a buck and I'll keep it a bean. Like they may give you, like at the Harvey, like our apartments gave us like a 2-week window, knowing that people couldn't work, but then rent was going to be due in another 2 weeks after that. So it's kind of like, okay, you gave us a 2-week window to come up with this rent, which I got paid anyway, and my girl, she literally at that time worked not a mile away from. She worked in Specs. It was
that's where
3/4 of a mile to get to work. So I understand that if you're on a check to check basis. Yes, you're not. So all that fund money, all that money that we got, when people are like, oh, well, y'all gonna get the $400? Like, yes, motherfucker, I'm gonna go get this $400 from fucking whoever the hell this is.
That I've already
Red, whatever. Oh, y'all got mine because it's like I need this.
You've already spent it in late fees of stuff.
Yes, from Red Cross.
Not even counted.
And people were like, oh, y'all really gonna get the Red Cross? I was just mad because you didn't live in the right zip code. And you put the wrong info in there. If you didn't live in the right one, you stupid bitch. I lived right there in the zone. I had people stuck in my house. I had to feed everybody. Nobody had money. With no ATMs working. Nothing. So everything was on me. So that $400, I did take care of people. I think I deserved that $400 because I needed the $400 to catch back up for taking care of everybody.
Like that happened to me once where the ATMs don't work. That's such a weird thing that nobody thinks about it.
What's it called? Mr. Robot.
Yeah, that
actually happened. There was a power outage, and and then it went out, and I was just like,
a lot.
Oh, snap.
Every hurricane season.
For the first time in my life, I actually have something in there, and I can't get it.
That's why they tell you get cash. They always tell you get cash before a natural disaster. Before hurricanes come, they tell you get cash. Yeah, you need to have
it's just one of those things that when it happens,
I really give a fuck. As long as I got liquor.
Man,
I ain't really buying too much because I already got my wife, when she watches the news, she panics. She's one of those panic people, and she gets into that panic bag and she goes and buys all the water and this and that.
I hear you, but I haven't been to a.
I don't buy none of this shit. I'll be like, I rough it out.
I haven't been to a grocery store in 8.5 years.
Oh, that's good for you.
It's like I don't even know what's going on. I go
most of the time she go grocery shopping. It's one of the tortures that I have to go through. It's almost worse than going clothes shopping with your wife, which I don't do that. But is almost worse as that. Like,
No, Mary has it like all set
the
up
hold
to
my
where she
purse
just picks
shit,
up
man. The hold my purse nigga is the little spoon, man. Look at Trey. Look at you too. You the little spoon, y'all.
Nah, man, I don't
Look
believe.
at you got the excuses.
Nah, that's an old black.
Come on, I got him now. I made him uncomfortable. I made him uncomfortable,
True.
people. I made
You
him
don't put your
uncomfortable.
purse on the
The
floor.
best. Let me tell you how you save
I
money at
made
the
him
grocery store.
uncomfortable.
And I learned this. Take
Go.
your wife out to lunch before
First,
you go grocery
yeah,
shopping.
that's what I'm about to say. Don't go grocery shopping hungry.
Go buy her.
You gotta get
Chick-fil-A
full, then
sandwich
go
costs
grocery
$3.
shopping.
Yeah.
You will save half the time in the grocery store, and you'll save so much
And
money.
see, it's so funny
Yeah.
because like you're still at that point where you actually have to.
All
do
right,
things.
you know he just spun a
Yeah.
he just spun a good topic, and I'm gonna have one of my partners come here. I want Essay to come in because he's always he thinks he's like a relationship guru from the gym, Big Boy Swole Boy. So I invited him out to come. But you just brought up a good topic with that right there, man. It's like this what I was about to say. Fucking I went Joe Budden now. Lost my damn train of thought. I went too many places.
See, my wife
What was
doesn't
you
want to
saying?
do anything with me.
Buy your wife.
Like
my
she
food.
wants to watch a separate TV in a separate room,
Cause dude, that's
and that's like her thing. That's what she would rather do. Like you still have to go and like, does this look nice? No. In a few years,
So she likes to go by herself and go shopping.
man, in a few years they just want to be
man.
away.
yeah.
Just want to be away.
Nah.
Like I know. What
See,
you do.
I wish that was true for me, man. Like, no, I think my wife wants to spend too much time with me, and that actually annoys me more than it does because it's like I don't, and I do have time to go do other things and do shit on my own.
Yeah.
But that annoys the hell out of me, bro. I just
Yeah,
want to have that. I just want to have the time. That was my question. It was so as a single guy for so long. You know, when we go grocery shopping, we kind of know what we want to go get. Or when we go shopping for anything, it's like
20 minutes in and out.
I've already looked online. I know what TV I'm looking at. And sometimes I go in the electronics store and lose my mind a little bit too, just as a geek, and that's fine. But when we're going in there, and we're looking for a certain thing. When I'm not spending money, I geek out. When I'm spending money, I don't. But where I wanted to go with that is when I used to do my meal prep, and I used to just go buy the meat and just buy everything, bro, and $40, $50, easy.
No.
Every time I fucking go in that store with my wife, that motherfucker, it get past my
that's
little
the
40,
reason,
50,
yeah.
60, 70, 80, 90.
No.
I'm like, dog, that's $400 a fucking month.
That's the
that
reason
ain't
why I
for
haven't gone in 8
groceries.
years. That's the
That
reason
ain't
why I
even for
haven't gone.
groceries, dude. That was just we go cook. What we go cook today? Like
No,
when I
I'm
go
that
in,
guy. I'm that guy.
Oh,
No, that's the reason why I'm not allowed to go. Because what I used to do.
I'm
I
I'm
used
tight
to
as
do.
hell.
And this goes all the way back to
Like,
when
all
I was.
right, nigga, 8 burgers out this. That bitch be
No,
this
no.
little bitty bag.
Even when I
Put some
was
breadcrumbs in
living
there.
with
Stretch
Mom.
that shit, man.
Even when I
Like-
was living with Ma, I would go out like at 3 a.m. and I would go grocery shop.
But
and
I had a
would get
question.
you
I had a question. My question.
everything you need.
My question was for Pat. What was the bill looking like, man? Was your bill higher or lower?
Well, she's pretty good, but lower since we stopped because like when we go grocery shopping, she hasn't eaten yet. Like one day we went to go run, and she was let's go to Sprouts right after the run. I'm like no.
Oh, y'all balling.
You said balling.
Sprouts is cheaper than
Yeah, it is actually. It is. Depending on what you're getting.
Yeah.
But yeah, it
It's
is.
cheap.
It
That's
really
funny
is.
Sprouts that do Kroger and HEB
Yeah.
because you don't buy extra shit. 'Cause they don't have all the extra
No,
aisles and stuff.
that's true. The stores are definitely smaller,
And,
and it's
When we go, like when I feed her, like, cause like she'll see and goes, "Oh, cool, these chips. I want a big bag of mixed nuts and all
Yeah.
that shit." But when you eat before you go grocery shopping, nothing looks good to you.
Right. So you don't buy the little extra little knickknacks and stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah, and so
right.
I'm not bad about that anyway, but she is. So I would sit there. We decided to where like, hey, I'm gonna feed you before we go grocery
Yeah,
shopping.
you're right. I end up buying some chips or some bullshit.
They
when-
probably-
every time
the
I-
munchie is something
that I
you
probably
yes.
wouldn't. Yeah, because I'd be like, damn, we got to take all, we got to pack it. By the time we get to meat and cooking, and it's
You
gonna
wanna
be about
eat
an
a
hour,
snack
2 hours.
before
Stuck
dinner
on the math.
starts.
You're right. So yeah, if I had a good hearty breakfast and went up there, I tend to do less. I just know when I went in, I was buying the food. Like when me and E would go up there, we'd grab some beers and grab the food, and come back. Like it was always, she's like, oh, you forgot. Like, nah, I ain't forget that shit. I just didn't buy it. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't need it. Why am I gonna buy fresh broccoli when we still have fresh broccoli from last week? Like, oh, that shit. Oh, I'm like, man, that shit's still green. You know what I'm saying? Like, you put that shit in the microwave. And
All right,
I don't even like steamed breakfast broccoli. I just put it in the microwave and put my lid on top and steam it in the microwave so it's fresh every day. Because when you cook broccoli and you try to meal prep for the week, it starts to get soggy. Any vegetables start throughout the week. So I really don't even cook a lot of the vegetables unless it's like Brussels sprouts or something like that, which tastes like absolutely fucking nothing. I don't even know why we eat them, but I guess they're good for you. At least that's what they tell us.
I
Right?
haven't had one ever.
Oh, we don't taste like absolutely nothing. Like I thought it would taste disgusting. Bit into it. It's like eating a hard ass lettuce ball.
Like why?
I
Help,
like
man.
Brussels sprouts.
They don't taste like nothing though. What do you
That's
put
why I
on
season
them?
them.
Oh, I don't season.
Oh.
I don't season vegetables. I don't
They
know.
don't taste like anything either. You season it.
I don't season vegetables. I eat all my vegetables. I don't even put salt on the broccoli. I steam the broccoli and I just eat the broccoli. I don't eat salt.
Wait a minute.
Well, you
Is
know-
this the
you
first
know-
time ever on PPP that a white guy had to tell a black man about seasoning?
Yeah. Damn. I wanted to you. God damn.
Pat had to school him real quick.
Wait.
Wow.
Hey, I'm
Pat had to put him on game.
Look, man, they came in with 5 AKs.
Pat had to put him on game. He had to tell a black
boom,
man
boom,
about
boom, boom, boom.
seasoning. That's crazy.
Nah, man, I really
Get him, Pat.
But let me tell you why though. You know why already, D. Because my blood pressure scare from 2015, man. Like I was 150 over something, 100. It was yeah.
Nah,
Yeah,
you know,
so I was in hypertension, and even on the low day I was 140, 135. Like I could feel my blood bubbling almost, man.
No, it gets like that.
So that was a real big health scare. So when I changed my diet and I started to eat I was already eating the vegetables, but then I started to
Used to doing it without, all the
start
salt.
doing I eat them at work too, because at Anadarko you can get the turkey. You could eat healthy. You could get the turkey with their vegetables, but the homie was like, man, they probably saturate those vegetables in butter and this and that. And I was like, nah, they didn't, bro. I was like, man, and he was right, and I wasn't getting fat, but in my insides, and that's the difference in health, which we can have a deeper conversation about health one day, to where it's like, I used to be skinny and still unhealthy. You feel me? I was 160 pounds.
Absolutely.
My ideal weight, if according to my height and everything else, right? My perfect BMI is about 160, 170, so 160 to 170, somewhere in there. Which
it's weird.
Which is just fucking, in my mind, is just like, dude, that's just fucking too skinny. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if I'm talking working out, whatever, dude, like they would consider me to be overweight right now.
I'm
at 200.
It wasn't until
210.
I ate halal meat that I realized that the meat that we get is modified.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
And
But-
it wasn't until I started actually seeing that to
But
where
that's-
I was like, oh, there are things.
That's not what
going
give
on
black
with our
people high.
food.
That's not what give us high
No,
blood pressure.
no,
that
we've
may be a
been
cause of
bred
like
that way,
that may
man.
be a cause of like colon cancer and some other things. When you're eating that meat with those hormones and those that type of stuff.
No, I'm talking about
is
they
got-
bred
when it's
us like dogs.
Yeah, but
like
I
the
don't.
French bulldog.
But we still
You
eat.
can't
But
ride- you
we
can't
have. But we
fucking
have
wipe
choice
his
now.
ass.
So we have
I know
choice.
many black people who
High
can't
blood
wipe
pressure
their
is
own
a
ass.
choice. I'm about to go Kanye on your high blood pressure is a choice.
Man, fuck.
Like slavery is a choice. Like high blood pressure, heart disease is a choice.
Well, the only
To a
reason
certain
I
degree.
would,
And
that's
what I
what
mean-
I
what
would
I mean by
argue
that-
that because you always have to add the ignorance
Well-
factor. Some people just simply don't know.
One,
Yeah, but
Everyone's not educated.
every single time you go out to
It's
a
a
restaurant,
choice.
they throw.
No, I mean everyone's not
nah,
educated
I'm not-
about what
I'm
they
not-
do. They think that they're eating right, but they don't know that they're not.
Well, I'm not.
Nobody knows how you eating right.
I don't-
Everybody
Right.
keeps
The reason
saying
I don't
something
feel sorry.
different
The reason I'm
every
not.
Exactly.
I'm not, see, y'all like to straddle that fence. I hate that fence.
There's no
man.
straddling.
That
It's
is the fence.
true.
That's the same thing that you and Warren talking about. We talking about the voting shit. Like y'all straddle that fence, and it's a
How?
fence. Because
Okay.
nigga, that fucking phone in your hand
How?
is a computer.
Okay.
You can get all the information.
Does everyone
you want.
have one? Now,
Everybody-
stereotypically, you
every-
think so, but then
everybody-
when you actually work in a place like I do,
everybody
where you
that I
actually
know.
see that, hey, there's a lot of people and a lot of families that can't afford shit.
Can't afford shit.
I bet
And you
I
can't
bet
sit
she
there
got
and
a
say,
phone.
hey,
I bet you she got a phone.
you,
On
first of all,
God.
how do you
On
know
God.
it's a she?
On God.
We're talking about families, bro. We're talking
That
about
is a-
families.
that is a black
we're talking
family.
about.
Nigga,
We're not
ain't no
talking
daddy
about black
shit.
or white.
That
We're
is-
talking about families. Period. People just
White
are
people
in
is two.
economic. And you,
Black people is one.
bro, get
Nah,
on, son.
go
Get on, bro. You go with this stereotypical
Go to
bullshit, bro. Get on,
HCC.
man.
Nigga,
Get on.
to Lone
nigga,
Star.
Get
black
on.
people is one.
And
Get on,
you'll
son.
see. You'll see.
All right,
that
just-
Like I said, at the end of the
Just
day,
you have
there are
two
people
parents,
have
right?
there there are people that are just not educated. There are people that do not have access to certain shit.
Man,
I mean, you
the
wouldn't.
library
Nobody would be sitting there.
The library free, man.
Said the
The
library,
library free. Your friend has a phone. Somebody
Your
has
friend
a phone.
has a phone.
You can figure out the information if you want to know it.
Goodwill
I bet you they know the
Hunting
latest news on Shade Room. Those are saying those.
How the
I'm just telling.
What-
I'm just.
what-
Well, I'm
what
just.
do you
I'm just.
mean?
I'm running down some
It's
real
outlet
shit
that
because
you
y'all
wanna
always
get
give people
to.
this benefit like, oh, nobody has
There's
a
no
fucking
benefit
phone.
of being broke.
That is, bro.
Oh wow.
That is because y'all try to cop out and say, nigga.
There's a benefit for being social.
Let's go to fucking let's go to the north side, man. What's them raglass apartments called, man, with all the poor people?
I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Man, everybody know these apartments,
A
man.
lot of apartments have
No, man,
raggedy.
they're off of 59, off of 59,
Can't go
Hempstead, or Homestead.
Whatever, it's a raggedy apartment. What's your
Yes.
point?
Anyway,
Yeah.
I think it Haverstock.
Oh, the one where everybody
knows
dies or
Haverstock,
something,
right?
Whatever. Yeah.
You slide through Haverstock, poorest fucking shit ever, bro. Like I went through there one day. That when my homie was staying over there, man, and that's when I just saw niggas being content with being niggas. And y'all can take that any type of way you want to take it, but I'm just telling you.
I don't think that's
people,
it's no argument against that. That's what I'm saying.
okay,
Like,
well,
yeah.
they're just content with when
Yeah.
everybody's over there. They got the phones on, they got the J's on. They live in these raglass apartments. There's probably half of these. Most of them are Section 8 anyway because they're so fucking disgustingly raggedy, or they're extra cheap. They're high in gangs. People die over there. It's probably like at least 5-10 people die in them damn apartments every year, bro. Like violently. So I'm not making any of this shit up when I say that. And it is a lot of poor people over there. Like, it's,
Well, if you know Houston, you know Haverstock.
the Haverstock, that's a no. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the one. If your homie lived there, you might want to drop him off in the front and keep dipping. You know?
Corner.
Yeah, right. Make him walk from Lee.
Shit, Uber ain't going over there. Where you stay at? No.
But I guess you know my point to that, man, is you go through there and everybody got the latest and greatest everything. So y'all, my point is, I'm not saying everybody has that, because also when I go over there and I talked to Trade about this before, I flip my laptop open. I'm looking for Xfinity Wi-Fi so I can link back to my Xfinity account at the crib. It's like 2 Wi-Fi connections that pop up. If I step outside right now in this neighborhood, if I search for a Wi-Fi connection, some dumbass got his shit open right now. I guarantee you. That's a fact. But I'm going to see, as I walk down the street, guess what my thing is going to do? It's going to look like a satellite because it's just going to keep changing and scrolling. Matter of fact, it look like iTunes just scrolling as I walk. So I understand that everybody's access to the internet may be different, but for the majority and the most part of the population, I wish there was a poll on this shit, because it's little kids. It's little kids in the hood that have phones. So the information is there, bro. This is.
Because I want to.
Didn't say it's not, but you can't say the argument that everybody has the access to it.
Everybody got
You
access.
don't know.
In
You
some
don't
way,
even know
shape, or
everybody
form.
though to even
In
be able to
some
say
way,
that.
shape,
What
or
you're
form.
saying is, I saw one apartment that was crappy,
Nah.
and I saw what I saw. So I'm assuming that every
Raglass, Louisiana.
So you
everybody
should know.
Everybody got a phone.
So you should
Everybody
know.
got a phone.
The
And not
price-
even like the regular Degler phones, the little Metro PCS phone. Like, everybody got a phone.
Like, I think you just do
price
not
is-
understand how stereotypical you sound.
Big
Right
fact.
now.
Ain't no stereotype,
Yes, it
bro.
is.
Y'all
Like, there's no
y'all cop
facts.
people out like, well, not everybody.
It's not copying out. It's just
Everybody
pure
is
facts and numbers,
educated on,
bro. Like, if
nigga,
you don't
it's-
understand that there's
All
a
right, bro.
situation that
Information's
where
out
people
there.
can't
No.
have
As-
it,
as-
then you
I
just
wish I didn't have a phone.
Yes. And I enjoyed my 2 weeks without my phone because when I left, nobody could call me. Now, I made the Facebook videos just to entertain people, be funny. I was concerned about where the fuck my package was at because I couldn't get a new screen order until I got at least that one delivered or failed to deliver. That was my panic. But I enjoyed my time away from not having a phone because it allowed me to do other things. You're talking about the Saints going to the Super Bowl. Yes.
They're not.
The fact that Netflix
Yes.
They're
is
not.
going up in price.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, we could switch it because I'm
But I'm gonna
pulling
take
some numbers. I'm pulling some
someone's
numbers.
password
I
anyway.
got to come back to D on that because I think that's a crock of shit though. But
You can think whatever you
it's a
want, but
cop
we're
out.
gonna
Every time
see.
you use that, I'm calling it out. I think
It's not
I think
using.
It was a cop out for Warren.
I don't know why you keep it as a cop out. There's no copping out of anything. It's true facts. There's no opinion. You're saying the same thing.
It's the other way around.
How?
It's the other way around. There's a library everywhere too. The internet's free.
Everywhere, huh?
Library. The
Everywhere.
internet is free.
Everybody got transportation to get there. Everybody can afford it,
Catch the
right?
Kelly
bus,
can't
ride a bike,
read.
walk,
So
nigga, walk.
answers for everyone in this world right now.
Yeah, facts.
R. Kelly can't read.
If I see a blind man walking down the street, somebody could figure out how to get to the fucking air. So that's the reason why niggas can't get a job in Haverstock because the bus line doesn't run over there.
I had said nothing about.
Because I'm giving them an excuse why they couldn't.
No,
because the bus line doesn't run over there. Like I mean, so you can't keep giving people excuses.
No one
when they're
giving
not
excuses. You just can't say it's not.
Information is
not
out
available,
there, bro. You can get to it. You can get to it. If I didn't have a phone, I would still be able to get to the internet some way, shape, or form.
Do you
man.
think that's
all
their
I'm telling
priority
you,
when
bro.
they ain't got nothing to eat?
All right. See now you're just switching it. So that's the reason you can say.
I'm not giving any reasons. That's what you're. That's what you're. You jump into the conclusion that I'm trying to. Yeah, but I'm saying that there's still the fact that there's ignorance. There's people that just do not know yet.
They probably just don't care.
Probably. Okay.
It has nothing to do with not knowing. Everybody know if you eat a lot of pig and bacon, it's bad for you. If you eat a lot of greasy foods, it's bad for you.
Tell that to them Alabama people that all they got is pork and pigs all around them.
They're not teaching people this shit in health class. Some people just don't care. Like the country people just don't care. They're gonna eat the wild hog anyway. They're gonna kill the deer. They're gonna eat the hog. They know. They know. You're telling me that people don't know because they don't have.
They don't. There are certain people that have been zoned in their lifestyle, and they've only been stuck to what they know.
You're right. Oh, my bad. He's right, y'all. Amish people that's not allowed to use electricity, not allowed to have phones. He's 1,000% right. If you're Amish, you don't have access. You don't have access to this stuff. If you're in some David Koresh coat, you may not have access to this stuff. You know. He's right. There you go. You're right. If you're some village people, like the one that got chopped up, they don't know about this shit either. So when the man came to the island, he tore his ass up. They don't know about this stuff. So you're right. Everybody doesn't know. But everybody in the first world knows.
That's real, man.
Big facts. Go ahead, Trey.
He said everybody.
On to the next topic, Trey.
He said everybody.
Big Draco, man. I had to load up the AK on that nigga
like
on that shit, man.
said, I don't know what he just tried to prove, but all right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he did a rant that equaled up to nothing.
It did. It equaled up to where it needs to equal up to.
He went hard on nothing.
Are you wearing Timbos too? Like, why am I the only person not wearing any suitable, like,
only white people wear these, man.
These are $35 internet.
Anyway, Trey wanted. Let's close it out, man, because we're running over and the camera's running hot.
So we talked about the ripple effects of the government, the ripple effects of priorities. We talked about the ripple effects of Soulja Boy out there in hip hop.
Man, Soulja Boy is the GOAT, man.
Ripple effects of Netflix raising. I don't know how.
It's gonna be $1 to $2. It's 10 to 13%. It's gonna be about $1 to $2, depending on which plan.
The problem is no one
have.
But with the update,
and I'm 100% okay with that because Netflix is also accruing $2 billion in debt, and you got to remember Netflix took on $8 billion damn near in debt to give us all these new shows and all this new content. So they're gonna take the L, knowing that they're just gonna raise the shit up a couple bucks, and I'm okay with that as long as the content keeps growing.
So why aren't we buying Netflix stocks real quick?
Shoulda, because it went up 6% the day they said they were gonna raise prices.
The announcement alone,
boosted up,
man,
and it's gonna continue to rise. By the time it's all said and done, it's paying about $20-25 for Netflix.
Of course, everything's going up no matter what.
Well, they better take over the rest of the shows because I don't find that much on Netflix personally. Not as much as I used to.
No.
Well, I mean, it just depends. I mean, certain like it says, Disney's pulling everything. They're doing their own streaming. Everyone's going to have their own streaming show.
I be watching.
Like, you don't have to have cable at this point. You can actually just say, I want to watch HBO. I'm going to pay $4 straight to HBO, and I'm going to watch it.
I be watching.
So you don't. It's like a lot of stuff you don't have to have prescriptions for.
He's absolutely right on that because you can catch Shameless on there. It's going to be late. You're going to have to wait a year, but hey, I don't have to. I download all this shit from
That's what.
Showtime.
But that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of these paid,
I get it from Showtime.
Prescription payment stuff.
Through my
it's finna go up. I mean, a lot of it. It's accessible.
If you don't know how to get around all that, you have to wait a year, right? Mm-hmm. So before that, I had the little Cody and all the little bootleg fake Netflix. But dog, it was $7, $8 when I first got Netflix. That was with the DVD.
Yeah, so way back when.
With the DVD. This was 2010.
And that's when you couldn't watch. They have to hit the rotation. So they just send it. That's when it first started. Yeah, they'll just send you something new every weekend.
Because most of the time they didn't have Well, they still had the Netflix on, but most of the time when you order the we don't have this. It's on DVD though. You can go ahead and hit order, and then you can order it.
Yes.
And then you can
It wasn't
click
on. It wasn't available for stream
But you
because
could-
streaming came later.
Yes, and you could. And it has some
Because it was
movies for
only
streaming.
DVD at first. Remember, the Netflix started with only DVD.
Yes, but
you
I
paid a
wasn't- I
prescription,
wasn't on Netflix
and they would
then.
send you just a movie every time you sent one
I
back.
remember
They would
that.
send you,
They would send
and if
out.
you didn't have another one in your queue, they just send you whatever they.
I didn't get. I got on Netflix after they. So 2010, they actually had the stream in the. Actually 2011 when I bought the TV and the Wii. That's when I got it. So 2011. So I've been a user since then, and they had very little movies, and the ones they didn't have, then you can. So I had the little package where you could go ahead and put your little request in, and they'll send a DVD and have your list.
Go ahead and tell you the date that it's going to be available.
So great, right? So $8, $9. I think it was 8. But it could have been 9. But either way it go, very little, right? And so there's been 2 raises. But I was grandfathered in on the first raise, so I didn't get the first raise. I end up getting hit on the second raise. So I say even now I'm paying what? $10.99 a month. So from 8 to $10.90. What's that? $3? $3? So in almost 8 years, well, from 8 to $10.99. That means $3 roughly. And so basically in 8 years, I've only seen a $3 raise.
So what about
But and then the current customers won't get changed until another few months down the line. The new customers are going to get the hit
right away.
Right now.
And I'm
what
okay.
about
I'm okay with it.
where it doesn't allow sharing anymore.
That's good.
Ever?
Fuck it. Because that's the reason why.
No, I mean that's what's going on.
That's what
But
they're
let me-
saying.
Well, when people
So you can't share your password because it won't work for no one else. Because right now it has where you can do up to so many people, like
And
this
that's
many people
a
can
ripple
watch.
effect.
But that's not a good plan because that doesn't work for everybody. And what I
Okay.
mean by that is if your kid in college has it and he passes it out to everybody,
Right.
Mine
get
you can only
screwed.
use 2 devices.
Mhm.
I'm like, well, we really never use more than 2 devices at one time to watch
Is
Netflix.
there a different plan?
Anyway,
because I know
there's another one where you can put it up to 4 devices, and it goes up to like
Yeah, that's
14 to
what I
15 bucks. See, I don't have that plan because
So they're not going to have no different package for that no more.
So here's
because right now they have the
here-
package to where
here-
you can watch.
Here's where we kind of like when people steal credit cards and steal stuff out of stores, and we end up paying higher prices for items later as a consumer when we go to buy stuff.
Okay.
This is
That's
this
what the
is what
result.
happens because when you pass that password around and everybody has this account, then nobody actually has a Netflix account. So the revenue's not moving up, but the streams are going up. But the money's not moving the way it should be moving. So they're getting shorted on bread. So I'm not mad at them for putting in the AI software to recognize
That's not enough streams.
that. Now here's the dilemma.
because
when I go to
in my
Louisiana,
own house, it
when
will
I go
be
to
up.
Louisiana, what I'm telling you is the AI is just going to be smart enough to see people
Your IP
in Washington,
address.
Chicago, and Memphis because you want to pass it to your family and pay the one account. It's going to be smart enough to say, you know what, you in too many places at once. Boom, shut you down. I can't be mad at that. Now, see, I like to go to when I go to Louisiana and I'm at my mama house. I sign into Netflix on her smart TV. I may be logged in there. Now, what I can't do is kick it off later or sign out when I leave or whatever the case may be, or don't click it to save the passwords and stuff like that. Do something like that. But that's where that comes into a conflict there. So I'm not mad at Netflix. Like D said, I'm mad we don't have stock invested in Netflix because that seems like the move.
Why do y'all always say we when y'all say stocks?
Well,
Y'all need to get on your stock game.
Well,
because
that's great if you have them, but when I say we, he know we.
Here's the deal about stocks that
we trying this all white party, man.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what everybody keeps on talking about stocks, right?
To make a meme.
You need to
make a meme.
You need to initially invest. No, you need to initially invest in 500 shares or something.
That's meme.
Rather than I'm trying to drop game.
All right, man, go ahead, Trey.
I'm trying to drop.
Wrap up, Trey. I'm
bad,
gonna let you wrap up. You got it.
You need to invest in 500 shares or something.
Okay.
Whether that's a penny stock,
okay,
or whatever. But you need to be into the flow so that you're not trying to make hard currency into stock market moves because they have to be quick.
Okay.
They have to be accessible. Like somebody was over talking about that. When they saw that a stock had dropped for a company that they work for, that they should have bought it. Well, like, you should have already been in there to where you were just moving over these pieces of paper from something else. Like you move it over from Starbucks to Krispy Kreme. You move it over from Krispy Kreme over to Amazon and only have one share of Amazon, but you haven't paid for that. All right? That's just something that you just keep on moving over to where now when you get those Netflix, like how do you have Apple stock? You don't want to pay $100 for Apple stock now. You want to be able to pay $20 for something and eventually get to Apple stock. It's all the hustle. It's all the stack. But they just stack it differently. And that's the reason why I'm saying invest to just be part of the wave, man. And then you do it differently. That's what all these people in Bitcoin right now, they're over going with the fluctuations.
They losing their money right now,
but the thing is that those fluctuations
are part of the game.
Well, like, no, they're going to happen if you got to lose money in order to get the gains, in order for everybody to rally. It's the oldest hustle since the oldest hustle.
You know, when I went to online trading academy, and I went to their you know, I felt out interested and I showed up for their seminar. It was a all day thing. It was pretty long. But it was cool because they pretty much give you the basic rundown. They try to get you to enroll in their school and learn the game. But the one thing that I took away from it is that they were talking about they sent one of their employees to some part of the world for $500,000 spent on his education to learn how to control the market.
Yeah.
And by that, it's not only knowing when things are going to dip, but making them dip.
Yeah.
Right. Knowing that you got about 10,000 people that are following your every move.
Yeah.
And saying, okay, I want to make the rush go this way. So that way I can come around on the back end and discover this, or I want to make this tank. So I'm going to move. I mean, just people that know how to control the market.
Just like Soulja Boy used Alibaba's drop shipping and sold so much to where Nintendo had to say, hold up, son. You're selling something. While everybody else was doing it, they didn't care.
Yeah, they did.
But it was that uptake.
I've seen those consoles before with the Sega games and the Nintendo
once
games.
Once he did the drop shipping, it was over, man.
We seen those all the time. Matter of fact, I think, don't you got one?
I do.
Yeah. So, they sell them in the middle of the mall. Mm-hmm. But then they want to come. He said his licenses and everything was good. He said, lawyer said, don't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? If Nintendo was fucking smart, they'll see the wave that the little stupid kid is on. And I ain't gonna say stupid in the sense that he's stupid, but he's very, very smart.
Pay him some money.
Yeah, man. Big Traco, my bad, Traco, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel you, bro. I'm very smart. You feel me? Like the way I did the game system was I put in the corporation. I incorporated it all to make these millions, man. Nah, but very, very, very legit, very, very smart. If Nintendo actually gave two shits of a shake, because I haven't heard anything since the Switch. Like, they may want to jump on the wave and try to sit down with the man, because whatever he's doing is working. Because I haven't heard Nintendo's name in quite a bit, since the Switch. And I haven't heard much about the Switch. It's really a dying market for them. I think Nintendo's on the clock, man. Y'all on the clock, Nintendo. Y'all on the fucking clock, man. Y'all need to come out with a great console, a great something. Y'all on the clock. We give y'all another what?
2 Christmases.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2 years.
Yeah, you get 2 Christmases because you got
y'all on the clock. If it's not y'all, they the fuck out of there. They over with.
Oh shit, you got Amazon, so people buy online mostly anyway.
Who?
Now you're saying Toys R Us comes back, so it's like for those who actually like to go in the store and buy, but I'm like sales are sales. They're gonna buy it online. They're gonna buy stuff online.
I'm about to close out this fucking podcast as well. But yeah, it's just a dying market, man. Welcome to the new generation where 80 million streams equals 80,000 records. So makes no fucking sense to me.
Makes no sense.
But that's the new wave. That's the shit that we're in. That was the number one record for the week.
Likes.
Yeah, likes. I guess likes is turning into dollars around this motherfucker. Yeah. So
yes.
Hey man, whatever it is, we just gotta adapt and keep it moving, keep it pushing, man. I do like to give a big shout out. I'm gonna try to get 2.0 in this week and get Heavy Chevy on there. His new album is out. Holy Chevy, iTunes, Spotify. Big ups to it. So I actually listened to it today. And yeah, it was a nice little blend, new school, but it had some heavy bars on there too at one point in time. And it was a good project, man. So everybody out there, go listen to the new Heavy Chevy. It's I Am Heavy Chevy across the platform, Spotify as well. I'll spotlight you for Creator of the Week. As a matter of fact, I'll put in the music on the backside of it, though. You already know what it is, man. Young Tripple's in the building. Skeeter Ganger, don't fucking bang. Young Traco, don't make me go get the fucking Traco. You already know what it is, man.
I don't know what he's just said.
Me neither, but
Cause y'all niggas ain't no fucking gangsters, man.
that's
They
because
ain't
we
no
don't.
fucking gangsters,
We
man.
don't know what it.
Y'all hear that? You hear that noise?
We don't wear a lot
hear
of
that
chains,
noise?
so we don't know what the sound.
You hear that noise, bro?
Your
This one right
jury
here.
sounds.
This one
Your,
right here, Birdman gave it
your
to me.
jury sounds real
You know what
hollow.
I'm saying? Here you go, Pat. Let me get.
Oh, you're giving chains away.
Yeah. You
Oh.
want one? You need one?
No, I don't.
No, it's just
No, I don't.
Oh, good, man. Here you
Okay.
go, Pat, man.
Oh, he's actually gonna allow him to put it on his neck.
You a rapper.
Okay.
I'm a rapper.
You
Okay.
in the gang, man. Blood
Gang.
ain't out. So next time I need somebody killed.
I need someone
I'm
killed.
out of here going back.
Thank you for tuning in to the Planet Pert podcast. Shout outs to. This is a always press record production.